Good evening. Welcome to the October 8th, 2025 meeting of the Gaithersburg Planning Commission. Thank you, all three of us, for being here.
You're welcome.
First up is the approval of our minutes from September 17th, 2025. Is there a motion, please?
Chairman, I move that we accept the minutes of September 17th, 2025,
I
as read
second.
in the record.
Oh, sorry. I second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed? That passes unanimously. Next up is our record plat agenda, and we have one for RP 10079-2025 I.B.M. Subdivision, lots 7 and 8. Are there any questions for staff on the record plat?
No, I reviewed the plat. Looked like it was in order.
Checked all the math?
Yeah.
Meets and bounds meet?
The lines were straight.
Okay, that's why. Is there a motion, please?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we accept the record plat as read in the record.
I second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? And that passes unanimously. Next up is our consent agenda with one item on that, which I'm sure you've read. So is there a motion on our consent? Or first of all, are there any questions for staff on the consent agenda?
Okay.
No?
No.
Is there a motion, please?
I move that we pass the consent agenda item.
Second?
It's moved and seconded. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, and that passes unanimously. All right. That's all the interesting stuff we have, right? Next up is our site plan agenda, and there's one tonight for SP-10183-2025, new two-story house to replace existing house at 405 Dogwood Drive in the R90 medium density residential zone. This is for a final site plan. Sam Copeland, you're presenting from staff, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Good evening, Planning Commission. Staff is before you for final site plan application SP-10183-2025, which is for the construction of a new house at 405 Dogwood Drive in the R90 zone. This application comes before the Planning Commission in accordance with Section 24-12.6B3 of the City Code, which requires Planning Commission to grant final site plan approval. The subject application, as you should see here on the screen, is located at the intersection of Tulip Drive and Dogwood Drive. This subject application is for a new two-story house with an unfinished basement. And here to present the application from ER Design is Edison Ramos.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening. Like he said, my name is Edison Ramos from ER Design, and I represent the owner of the property 405 Dogwood Drive. Thank you, the panel, to having me here, and some of the neighbors take a time to be here tonight. Thank you. We are here because we care about keeping the community and neighbor beautiful. And every day we drive will be based on safety and full compliance with the building code and ordinance of City of Gaithersburg. But we also here because on June 5th to 2024, a disaster nearly claimed the life of several members of Perez family. A tornado caused a tree to fall directly into the house, destroy and trapping the family inside the house. And I think a lot of people know about it. The neighbor was witness of that happened that day. But we're going to see some view in the plans, how we try to prepare for the future, the plans and the project overview on the 405 Dogwood Drive. Like you can see here in PR 101, here we see the site plan layout with the track coordinator and no variable from existing condition. So the proposed house will be 1,564 square footage. It's only differing 268 square footage more than existing on previous structure house, with a GFI of 4,336 square feet because it's the basement plus second floor in the house. The LOD line will be 3,250 square feet. To complete with the zoning regulation, will be at 2 parking spaces, so one more parking space with a slope 2.5%. So it's good because the maximum is 6% the slope in the property. The green area covers approximately 75% of the property. So it's the beauty of a neighbor because most of the area in this property is going to be green area. If we pass the second one, this shows the permit number submitted for construction plan, and the project team, ER Design, is my team, and Herman Graves III, who is the structural engineering for this property. We pass to next one. We can see here an aerial view of the property. And the blue area is not a pool, like you can see right there. It's a protective cover placed over the damaged house to prevent water saturation in the area. Once demolition permit will be issued, so we're gonna remove that and start to remove for debris in this property. If we pass to the next one, is the location house in the intersection of Dogwood Drive and Tulip Drive, and the zoning medium density, located in zoning 90, is classified as medium density residential. If we continue to next one, we can see here the plot plan, the existing plot plan, or previous plot plan, we can say, the original from the house. And photos you can see showing view from Dogwood Drive and Tulip Drive. Those images show the home before the disaster, including well maintenance landscape, like you can see in both of the pictures. Here is totally different, a complete transformation of the house. The house was split in two when the tree fell directly in the center of the house, like you can see. Many of you here in this room was a witness of that event in 2024. And those photos show the magnitude of the damage and the trauma the Perez family endured in that time until now, because they don't have a house right now. They here trapped beneath this tree, the tree like you see in the center, on top of the picture. Thankful, they survive and now seek to rebuild their life without that tree now, on the same property. The interior damage is also shown in the pictures you can see in this photo. Here is another reason why we are here, to meet the requirement of zoning R90. This site plan includes driveway for 2 cars garage, 2% slope, maximum 6%, and the zoning requirement table confirm full compliance of the requirement for City of Gatesburg. And we want to also read the narrative. If the panel, let me do the narrative we already have, allow the panel and the neighbor can see what we require. The narrative statement of the City of Gatesburg Planning Commission to the member of the Planning Commission. The undersigned hereby request that Tulip Drive, which constitutes the shorter frontage of the subject property, be designated as the front yard for purpose of zoning compliance, notwithstanding that the principal facade and primary entrance of the dwelling will continue to face Dogwood Drive. This request is made on the following grounds. Number one, the original dwelling constructed in 1954 was destroyed when a tree fell on the structure during the tornadoes event of June 5th, 2024 in Gatesburg. Number two, after the original construction, zoning classification and setback requirement applicable to the property have been revised. Number three, the applicant seeks to reconstruct the dwelling substantially within the footprint of the prior structure to preserve neighborhood consistency and avoid unnecessary encroachment. Number four, designating Tulip Drive as the front yard setback line will bring the proposed reconstruction into compliance with the requirement of Section 24, 12.6 of the city zoning ordinance. For the reason above, the applicant respectfully requests approval of this designation, allowing the property to be lawfully reconstructed in accordance with applicable code and in keeping with the established character of the neighborhood. Respectfully submitted by Elizabeth Mina Martinez y Martin Perez. That is the requirement. If we continue to the next one, we can see a beautiful 3D rendering of interior of the house, the interior layout, and proposed material. It's a special attention to the underground level, if you can see in the top right side. It's not labeled as a basement, but as an underground bunker. Built with CMU and concrete to preserve the life in case of future disaster. That's what we do. We do that. In the next one, you can see the building elevation show the exterior materials on all 4 sides. From facade is stucco wall system, and the remaining side, the other 3 sides, is vinyl siding. The foundation is going to be CMU and concrete. And the exposed portion of the underground bunker is going to be vinyl siding. In conclusion, as I mentioned in the beginning, we are here because the Perez family survived a natural disaster. Their only goal is to rebuild their home in the same property, in full compliance with the City of Gatesburg construction requirement, as we be demonstrate tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions?
I do.
Go ahead. I saw you jotting some notes.
Yeah, I just, if we could bring up the very first slide that was shown, and let's see, yes. So my question is, I'm just looking at the rear covered porch, and that I see that the distance, I guess the shortest distance to the property line is 6.3 feet. Can you confirm that's, and then if it's up against the property, how far is the next neighbor's house over?
The next neighbor house, I don't know exactly how far.
But it's not right up against the property line?
No, it's not
Okay.
against the property, no.
Okay.
It's like
Okay.
probably 7-10 feet. I don't know
Okay.
exactly.
Okay. So I believe, and I'll confirm with staff, that's in compliance with, having sit on the Board of Appeals, we did everything the opposite, so I wanted to make sure that that was within compliance with our zoning.
Correct. So if you go back to that, the map, which is on the screen there. So
Yeah.
part of the reason why the applicant read exhibit number 3 is this is a corner lot. The house was built originally, with the driveway off of Dogwood Drive, hence why it's addressed off of Dogwood Drive.
Okay.
Even though the shorter of the 2 faces Tulip Drive. So
Okay.
the front, is actually Tulip Drive. So you've got a 20-foot front, 20-foot rear setback, 5-foot side, 5-foot side.
Okay. Thank you for the perspective there.
Sure.
Okay, great, thanks. Then the other question I had was the existing shed in the back, is that just going to stay?
Excuse me?
The shed, in the top right-hand corner,
Yeah, it's existing one.
it's staying?
Yes.
Okay, because
Yes, it's the
nothing
same.
was damaged. The tree
Nothing.
didn't go that far.
No, the tree don't go that far.
Okay.
The tree just go to the house and stay in the house.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah.
No further questions right now.
Sam, let me get you to comment on the analysis, staff's analysis on the discussion about what's going to become the front of the house. Right? So the net impact based on existing footprint, new footprint, setbacks, just kind of in a quick synopsis, why does it even really matter?
So to understand the question correctly, why it matters which is the front setback, which
Yeah.
is the side. So
Because the geometry right now, they kind of both work, right? So
kind of. So looking at the image on the screen, so the let me pull up the staff report as well. Let's see here. I have a table in the staff report which helps with this answer. There you go. Yeah, so confirming, it's a, in the R90 zone, you have a minimum setback of 20 feet in both the front and rear. Both sides have a 5 foot and a 5 foot setback. So the reason why it's important to delineate which is the front is because that front porch is actually, approximately 6 feet away from the side lot line. So if the front was Dogwood Drive, then clearly that would not be in conformance with the zoning requirement because it's a 20-foot rear setback. But with Tulip Drive being the front, then it
Oh, I
is in
see.
conformance
So
with
it's really
the 5
just the
foot.
porch that's the issue, okay.
Correct,
All right.
yes.
Yeah.
I kind of looked right past that part of the footprint, but now I see what you're saying, yeah, got it, okay. All right, any other questions? from
Not
the
this
applicant?
time.
Okay, so what we'll do now is we will go to the public for comment. And I'll start with if there's anybody in the audience in person that would like to come to the podium and make a comment, ask a question, sure. So what we'll do is we have 3 minutes. State your name and address, or at least the neighborhood if you don't
Sure.
want to give your address out. And
Andrew McPhillips, we're at 100 Tulip Drive, which is the closest property, Martin's house. We have no problems with the setback, the way the house sits now, I just wanted to make that clear. It is very close in the back, but so is our property, it's probably about 8 feet to the property line from our garage to the property line approximately. Martin and Elizabeth have been great, great neighbors.
Great.
We're just looking forward to them getting back into their house
yeah,
and, yeah.
okay,
Thank you.
thank you for that.
Yeah, and I'm Sandra.
My wife.
Yeah.
Sure.
And so I was wondering, I see it has this cutout for the rear covered porch. And is that also because of the setback to have it, like that's
Why
what
don't you go ahead and finish with the questions, and we'll get staff or the applicant to answer
Okay,
kind of all at
right.
once.
So, yes, we're happy for them to be able to get their house finally so they can live in it again. Most of the houses there are single stories, but our house is 2 stories, so it's going to fit in that way. And I kind of had the same question where I think that you guys are saying that they're calling Tulip the front, so the side setbacks are like 5 feet, and this one is 7 feet from the sides. We're happy with them. We would love for them to be able to get back in their
Okay.
place.
Great, thanks. Do me a favor, ask the question again. I'm sorry to cut you off when I did before, but about the rear porch you were asking.
Right, so I see that it has a rear covered porch, and I wondered whether or not that was originally intended to be part of the house, but then was turned into just a covered porch because of being too close to our property. We're the house on the right, on Tulip.
Okay,
100.
That's
Okay,
my question.
who wants to take that question?
Can I have a seat?
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, the minimum is not. How close are you from the?
No, the question is the porch,
The rear covered porch.
the rear covered porch, it really doesn't matter that it's enclosed or not, I
Right.
think is the point we want to make sure it's
Right.
clear. So it's a porch, and it could be just as easily enclosed for purposes of setback, right?
Yeah, and one thing I would like to add as well. So just by looking at exhibit number, I believe it's 2, which is the site plan. So it's kind of a moot point because the R90 zone requirement is 5 foot on the sides. You can see that the closest corner from the covered porch is actually 6.3 feet. So again, it's close, but it's still outside.
Okay.
But then the closest corner of the enclosed house is 9 feet. So
it.
that's what the site plan is showing.
Okay.
Yes,
All right,
it's,
great, thanks. Is there anyone else that would like to comment or testify on the application? Okay. So what I'll do now is go to the online, folks watching online. Did you have something to say? Sure, come on up. If you come to the podium, please state your name and address or neighborhood if you don't want to give your address out.
Jesus Handress, 403 Dogwood Drive. We have no issues with him building there.
Okay. So you endorse the plan?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. So let me go online, go to those online, and you all know the routine. If you want to comment, please hit the hands up button wherever that appears, because I don't have it on my screen. And if that pops up, we'll have the We'll have the team connect you in. So I don't think I'm seeing anybody.
I don't see anyone with their hand raised.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't see anyone with their hand.
I don't either, and it looks a little different, so I was just being absolutely certain. Okay.
So just one other thing, so these
Oh,
are the.
hold on a
Please
second.
come up
Hold on just a second.
so we can
I just
record
wanted
it.
to make it clear that we're the two adjoining neighbors.
Yeah.
So Sandra and I are 100, and they're the neighbor that joins their yard on the other side.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, just help me confirm. I'm not seeing any hands up, right? Okay. All right, with that, let's go to staff recommendation, please.
Sure. So before I read the recommendation, I want to note that the applicant contacted me after the packet was posted about minor typos in the zoning table. Staff recommends adding the following condition of approval, requiring this condition before plan certification. It would read, applicant must submit revised plans to address minor typo in zoning chart to be approved by the planning department prior to plan certification.
Okay. Applicant okay with that? Here, okay.
Recommendation.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. I'm going to look one more time at who's online. I don't see any hands up. All right, any questions for staff's recommendation?
Not question, just a statement that
Yeah.
I'm very pleased that the family decided to stay here after going through such a traumatic experience.
Yeah.
And welcome you back into the community. If you're, I'm sure you're still there, but in the region. And looking forward to seeing you come back wholly, if not more than what you had before. So congratulations and look forward to having you again.
Thank you.
Glad to see this coming together. And what an awful experience you must have gone through with that storm. So glad it's all heading in the right direction now. Any other
No?
questions? Okay, is there a motion, please?
Mr. Chairman, I move that the planning commission, based on the exhibits submitted, the applicant's testimony, staff report, findings, and recommendation, grant final site plan SP 10183-2025 approval, finding it in conformance with section 24-12.6E and 24-12.6G of the city's zoning ordinance with one condition as read into the record.
Before there's a second, let me get a clarification. We don't have to have a separate motion or approval for the front yard designation, correct? Okay. All right, is there a second?
Second?
So moved and seconded. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed? That passes unanimously. Thanks very much, all.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
luck. Look forward to the big ribbon cutting or house party, whatever it is.
House party, right?
Yeah. All right. Thanks very much for that. That takes us to, from the commission. Lloyd, can I start with you, please?
No, I'm very happy with what's going on and look forward to the cool weather in the fall.
Sounds good.
And nothing from me tonight.
Okay.
I'm good.
And don't forget, Oktoberfest is this weekend.
Yeah.
If
City's
possible.
big parties, big events.
If possible,
Yeah, it's gonna rain, right?
contingent on the weather.
All right. From staff is next on the agenda. Where do we want to
So,
start, Jasmine?
all I have is just a reminder that October 20th is the joint public hearing about the Casey Rosedale application. And the next planning commission meeting will be on October 22nd.
Okay, great. Thanks. Anything from this side of the table?
Yeah, real quick, speaking about Oktoberfest, the planning staff actually will be in attendance this weekend at Oktoberfest to present the master plan or provide comments or questions from the community on it. So if you're going to go, please stop by, say hi to them.
Giving away anything? You got keychains?
We are giving stuff away and we are doing trivia.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Very
So
good.
I would recommend if you can, stop by, say hi. And then on top of that, just so you're aware, we are continuing to do outreach on the master plan. We are in the process now of meeting with some of our property owners just to see what their plans are out to 2040. So we can see how that aligns with our master plan vision and goals.
Great. All right. Thank you. Frank, thanks for being here. No legal fights broke out, so
No, but certainly nice to see neighbors joining together and working together.
Absolutely.
indeed.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you see the neighbors, they're, not that they don't have a right to do that, but sometimes they're raising concerns. So this was nice to see.
Was indeed. Thanks for shining a light on that. That's a great comment. All right, if there's nothing else, have a good evening, and we're adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.